Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle, and here on my channel I do weekly cash stuffing and budgeting videos. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, please subscribe so you don't miss when I post a new video. So today we are doing my budget with me for July week 1. So if you guys are new, I do 2 cash stuffings every single week. The first one is with my husband's income, and he covers all of our living expenses. And the second is with my income, and I cover all of our debt. So I am a server, and I only budget with my cash tips that I make for the previous week. And so this week we are working with $615. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into the video. The first thing we are stuffing is my husband's motorcycle payment. And motorcycle. And we owe about $7,000, a little bit more than $7,000 left on this motorcycle. His payment's about $265 a month, and I budget for $65 a week. And then our car payment, so we have a 2014 Jeep Wrangler that we're paying on. We do owe about $19,000 on this car, and our payment is like $410 a month. And so I've been budgeting $105 a week. And then lastly, for like loans, I do have my personal loan, which was a debt consolidation loan. Sorry if you can hear my kids. They're being very loud, mostly my 2-year-old. But yeah, so I did a debt consolidation loan like a year or 2 ago. And I owe about $15,000 on this, so I feel like it's finally starting to like go down. But I do pay like $540 a month on this, and so I do $140 a week. And then so these ones, they're like obviously like loans, and I do just minimum payments on those. And then lastly, I have our credit cards, so I do pay like all the credit cards, like mine and my husband's credit cards. And yeah, my husband has one credit card that we're trying to tackle. He did use another one that has like a fairly low balance that we're gonna pay off, I think, next month. And then I have 2 credit cards with fairly high balances. And then one more that I use to spend with every once in a while, so that I'll pay that off. So I'll use that for like the dentist when I don't have enough cash to pay for like the dentist. I'll put it on there. Or like the if you guys saw my updates about the house that we're trying to sell, the rent I did pay with that, just so I could pay stuff off without like adding to my extremely high balances on my cards, because interest, like I don't want to have to pay more in interest. So yeah, I try to only keep it at my 2 credit cards. I don't like having to make a payment on a third, so we try to have 4 credit cards, but right now we have 6, I believe, that we're paying on. So I really needed some extra money, and if you guys saw yesterday's video, you would know I would have had an extra $200 here, but I don't. But there's no use complaining about that anymore, because like I literally can't change that. So yeah, we're paying on 6 cards right now. I think I paid off, or I think I'm going to pay off one of them this month. But that's the one I keep like using just little bits of it and then paying that off completely. But yeah, anyways, we are going to put everything else towards credit cards, so whatever we have left. So let's see what we have to work with this week. Okay, so we have $615 that we were working with. I'm going to subtract $65, $105, and $140, and I'm left with $305. So for minimum payments, I really try to do about like $360 or $350. I try to do about $350 a week towards credit cards in order to hit that minimum payment threshold, because like I said, our balances are really high, and so our minimum payments are really high. Like my husband's credit card is at like $24,000, and his minimum payment is $700, I'm sorry. And so like the majority of what we put towards credit cards literally goes to the minimum payment on his credit card. So yeah, I need like about $1,400 for minimum payments a month, which is insane, and I cannot wait for these to be done. I'm so excited to finally get our house on the market so that we can pay all of these debts and just like get rid of like everything. So as of right now, like our house is not on the market yet. It is May 16th as I'm filming this. Like you guys know, I film a month ahead. Sometimes like now we're in July. Sometimes it looks like it's like 2 months, but it's really just like still in that 4-week threshold usually. Sometimes 5. But yeah, as of right now of May 16th, like we have not put our house on the market yet. I think they just finished our gutters. I don't know if they cleaned our solar panels yet, and we have to get the house professionally cleaned. And then we can go on the market. So hopefully by the beginning of June, we will be on the market, and then that should pay off everything except for our car payment, our car loan. So hopefully we'll get enough profit off the house. We owe $263,000, I believe, on the house, and we're planning to sell it for about like $385,000. So obviously we're going to have like fees and stuff. So hopefully, you know, we'll be able to pay that off completely. That obviously the loan's going to get taken out of there. But then pay off our credit cards is going to be number one, and then we'll tackle the other stuff too. And then it should be like almost exactly enough to pay off these 3. But we'll still have this one left, which is fine. I'd rather pay $400 a month than like $2,000 a month on debt. So yeah, I'm not complaining about that. It sucks that it won't like clear our debt 100%, but it'll clear it like 90%, which is amazing. Okay, so let's add all this together. Make sure we have the right amount. So 65 plus 105 plus 140 plus 305 is 615. So that is perfect. That is the number that we were working with. So yay. This is going to be the budget I'm sticking to for tomorrow's cash stuffing. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.